Mm.
Please welcome the amazing host, creator, and producer of Impulse to the stage. Please welcome Sean.
Was she talking about me? Hello, Serpent Reality, and welcome to the reunion of Impulse AI All Stars. Let's get this shit started off right by welcoming back everybody, shall we?
We shall.
We shall.
We shall.
Give me one moment, viewers, and yeah, we'll start. All right, let's welcome back everyone. Welcoming back to the stage our pre-jury, Danica. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
East Side. What am I still up now? Haley.
Here we go.
Brian. PJ. Marvin. Jamie. Caleb. Okay. Mike. Yeah, serious. And SP. Been a hell of a ride. Now, let's welcome back our jury.
Man, I'm up to something.
Haley. So thank you all for coming.
I hope you like the show, cause it's all
Cordell.
so woody-la-di-do, Here we go.
Yes. Krista. Kevin. Liv. Tammy. And Judy. Now, everybody, welcome back our finalists. Jesse.
Let's go out with a bang.
Blaker.
Here we go.
And last but certainly not least, welcoming back to the stage, Yoder.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hello.
to the reunion of this season. We have had what a crazy AI takeover of a season. We've made it here to where the final three will now fight for why they should win this game. It all comes down to Jesse, Blaker, and Yoder, when one of them will be the last person standing and crowned the sole winner of this season. Do they have what it takes? I don't know. One of them will eventually come out on top, and we'll know that very, very soon. But first, we have some speeches, questions, and some more speeches, and maybe even a little bit of awards to get to before we'll know who won the season. So, shall we get started? One week shall is embarrassing.
Michelle.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Period. All right. So tonight we will start off with each finalist giving you a 3-minute opening speech. During the time that our finalists are speaking, I do ask that everybody but the finalists are off camera. If you're not a finalist, please go off camera right now. The finalists will each give you a 3-minute opening speech. They can say whatever they'd like in this opening speech. And yeah, we will randomize the order in just a moment. The order will go the opposite direction for final speeches. List. Where's list? There it is. Yoder, Jesse, Blaker. All right. Let's do this damn thing. Something like that. 3, 2, 1, randomize. Maybe. All right. Yoder will go first, then Blaker, then Jesse, and then for our final speeches, it'll be Jesse, Blaker, Yoder. So, Yoder, when you're ready, let me know. Don't start until I say so.
Alrighty, I'm ready, Freddy.
All right, Yoder, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good evening, jury, friends, and fellow finalists. I wanted to start off by saying it was a privilege to play with all of you and to be able to be in the final 3 here in AI All-Stars. I met some amazing new people this season and bonded with ones I already knew, all while playing the game behind the curtains as hard as I could to try and make it to where I am now. To begin, we all know how I made it to the final 3. I got the Revive Power week 1 from the first speed challenge, and since then I knew my main goal had to be to make it to the final 6 without losing it. Tonight, I'll attempt to share with you how I feel I accomplished that and why I feel I deserve your vote to win. Coming into this game, I was worried I would be a big target like I had been in my last 2 seasons, especially being paired up with Liv again. I knew a lot of eyes would be on us, and I would have to play this game carefully and calculated if I was going to make it through. I knew I needed people who excel at some aspect of the game on my side, and I needed to connect with them early. I knew coming in that Judy is a social juggernaut and that I could trust her. I knew she'd have a lot of connections throughout the house and be a vital source of information. Plus, I just love Judy, wanted to work with her. How could you not? We hit it off just like we did in my first season, and just like that, I had the social beast of the season locked down in my corner. From there, me and her worked on forming alliances with people I could trust to later go after those with the best chances of winning. I ended up in 7 alliances, forming most of them and spanning across most of the people in the house, while continuing to talk to others I wasn't in alliances with individually and making sure I was good with them week by week. I knew a ton of information about where people stood in the house, who they were close to, and what powers they won from the AI board, which I will go over more on in my final speech. This was all despite not winning any power that I could use on myself besides the Revive power. I also had someone willing to use their power on me every week if I did happen to be in danger and won vital comps when I needed to. Another person I knew I needed on my side was Liv. I knew how much of a comp beast she is and how big of a target she would become. I knew I had to secure her trust, so she was the only person I told about my revival idol. A risky move, but this paid dividends with how often she kept me safe and still helped me to make the final 6. Plus, to my knowledge, it never got leaked to anyone else that I had that power. You're a real one for that, Liv, and I love you. I also knew there were a couple people that could be threats to my game this season, mainly Sammy and Blaker, since I was openly after both of them when we played together 2 seasons ago. Knowing they're both very strategically minded players, I reached out to them both week 1 and used my social skills to bury that hatchet with both of them, and by week 2, I had them both willing to go far into the game with me. Getting those two big strategists, a comp beast and a social beast in my corner early, knowing where almost all the powers were, as well as forming connections with the others in the house to give myself options was a huge part of setting up my game for success. That's my time, and I look forward to answering any questions you guys have.
All right, Blaker, let me know when you're ready, but don't start.
First, can you see me and hear me?
I can see you. I can hear you.
Beautiful. Let me get my little thingy on, my tripod. Just got home late night at work. All right. I'm ready when you are.
All right. Blaker, you can start in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Hello, everyone. First, I just want to thank production for putting on this.
Oh, what the fuck? Pause this time. I could hear him. I can't hear him now.
Yeah, he's frozen for me too.
Yeah, I'll save. So with that, I learned
Hold
something
on, Blaker. Blaker, I hate to interrupt. You froze, so I'm restarting your time.
Period. It's because my Wi-Fi kicked on. Sorry.
You right? Are you
All right,
ready?
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Beautiful. All right. So hello again. Thank you, production, for putting on this game and everyone for playing alongside me. So this game has been insane, and I want to say that I'm not a game bot, and I came into this game, of course, wanting to win, but also make and build connections. So I learned something about each one of you in this game, so I wanted to go over each of that. So Cordell, about you, I learned more about your everyday life and even your sexuality, because I didn't even know that before this game, because we've always been on the wrong foot in this game. We actually talked I actually talked a lot of personal game with you as well. Haley, I learned about your beautiful soul all around and just how much you put into everything that you do. Just you have just a smile that brights up the whole room. Even though you might have been sick throughout a lot of the game, it was there every single session. It was there. Krista, I learned that you're one of the only people that actually pays attention during the voting sessions when I'm like every single round I was like screaming people's names, like you couldn't actually hear me, but like Krista and like waving, and you're the only person that every single time would wave back. It's Kevin. So we talked about what we did for work a little bit. And honestly, I'm truly thankful for every single conversation that we had in game and beyond game personal conversations in our one-on-ones. Liv, I literally thought you had the same ugly boyfriend half the damn season. And I love your roommate and taking shots with you all, of course. Sammy, I learned that in your profile picture is in fact a drag queen, Jinx Monsoon, because I gotta be honest, I as well as like all the cast thought it was your girlfriend. Judy, and we talked a little bit more about your husband and how you all came to be and how you all got married. And I'll leave it at that because I don't know how much you told other people. So I played a very social, dynamic, strategic game and a little bit of physicality mixed in here and there. So I can't wait to answer your questions and explain more about my game and why I deserve to win this season of Impulse. Thank you.
Thank you, Blaker. And last, we have Jesse. Jesse, when you're ready, just let me know and don't start. All right, Jesse,
Ready.
in 3, 2, 1, go.
So, hey everybody. So, as we all know, I'm not the best at speeches. So, I'm just going to keep this to the point and I'm going to try to answer your questions to the best of my ability because I have been anxious and excited all day. So, basically coming into this game, I knew I needed people I could trust. So, especially the first few rounds, I worked on vibes. I worked on seeing who I vibed with, especially with this being a quieter class and wider group. I feel I really connected with Judy a lot early on. And of course, I really connected with Sammy. I feel I had the most genuine connections with those two. And while I did have alliances, they all kind of died out or they didn't all talk to each other besides one of the groups I was in. So after being nominated by Blaker early on, um I knew that I really had to put my social game in because I was shocked that I managed to stay over Danica because to be real, at that point I didn't feel as close with people. So I kept it to myself. I kept being myself. If I said I had your back, I had your back. And I played a really loyal game. And I feel that the comp that was the most important for me to win, to guarantee that I was here, I managed to win. Because I'm not a comp beast. I'm not good at comps whatsoever. But I managed to win that comp. I managed to get myself here. And I'm just really glad to be able to plead my case here. Because in this game, I looked at it as small chunks and I took small steps at a time. Because if I looked at it as a whole right at the start, I wouldn't be where I am. And I'm just really glad to be here tonight. And I'm really excited to hear you all out. Thank you. And I hope you give me a chance. Sean, I'm good.
All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you, finalists, for your opening speeches. You all did a wonderful job. But it is time to turn to the jury. Hi, jurors. So, jury, you will each have a 5-minute segment. During your 5 minutes, you are allowed to ask any questions, make any comments, or any suggestions that you would like to make. Please keep your questions, comments, and suggestions all game related. If you are asking a question and the question is being answered by the finalists, the time will be paused. I will keep you updated on if your time is paused or resumed when I do that in the chat. Any questions, jury? I hear no questions. I ask that the jurors stay off camera until it is their jury segment. So we will go from, it looks like Haley is here, so we'll start with Haley, and then we'll end with Judy. If you don't have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can just skip your turn, and that is perfectly fine too, but we do suggest that you ask at least one question. All right, Haley, are you ready?
No, can I go last?
You know what? We can make that exception work for you, mama.
Thank you.
We will go to Cordell. Cordell, are you ready?
Yes, actually. Hold up.
Oh my god, Cordell being ready for something is crazy.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Love you, Sean. All right. So yeah, I got out of work on time for this segment. And I did get to listen to the speeches. First, I want to say congrats to all three of you. You have all made your way here. And you've made it here somehow that obviously in certain eyes has the reasons and the rights to win, right? Okay. Now, really, as you guys were speaking, the one question that kept going through my head, and it's one that I really need only two of you to answer. Blaker, you can sit down for a minute. Thanks for actually taking the time to get to know me this season, though. But I have a question for Jesse and Yoder. Okay, so as we all know, or if you haven't, you do now, Blaker, or AKA Josh, whatever one we want to go by at the game, has won 2 games already, or 3. 2 for sure, whatever. Now, with that being said, there is another possibility of him winning yet again. And he has played both of you well enough to still make it here. Because like he said, he still wanted to win. I mean, as we all wanted to win this season, right? So with a 2 or 3-time winner, playing your guys' strings and still making it to where he needed to be, why should you win over him when he has played well enough to have another opportunity to win yet again?
May I go first?
Either one.
I do think that I deserve to win because unlike Blaker, the 2-time winner, possibly 3-time winner, I did not need to win as many comps to be here, and I did not have to get as much blood on my hands. And unlike my friend Yoder over there, I did not have that power that got me to Final 3 randomly. I had to actually fight to be here, tooth and nail. Thank you.
Thank you. And Yoder?
I think my answer to that question was I honestly think I did more than Blaker in this game. And I think that everybody should vote on a game-by-game basis. I think I knew more than Blaker a lot of the time throughout this game. I think what I wanted to happen happened more than what Blaker wanted to happen throughout the game. And yeah, I honestly think I deserve to win.
Okay.
Can I rebuttal that?
Yeah, and let's see. I got one last question since I have like 2 minutes left still. And this time I'll ask Blake or something. I'm not going to leave you out, obviously. Okay. So, kind of the same thing question wise for you, but it's kind of opposite. So, since you've played an excellent game this season, and again, I know things didn't go your way as far as plans and whatnot, but you still had to count beast it out to get where you are. Still a great gameplay. Why should these two win over you?
All right, so actually, I don't think I comp beats into this game out. I did not win that many competitions. The only competitions I won were so I wasn't pinned against somebody. For example, like I wanted to say on who's getting to the end. So when I won those last two comps to get Sammy and Live Out, I didn't necessarily have to win those. I won those so I can pick who's going to the final four with me. So who's going to be playing quicker with me. Two people that I had a good chance of beating, and I did beat with 20 minutes compared to their hour. And what I also was not nominated a single time this game. Not only did I play well socially or strategically, I did not hit the block. And coming in as a two-time winner, I expected to hit the block and have to fight for myself tooth and nail. There was one time I did not vote in the majority. And that was when Kevin was voted out because I was not going to vote Kevin out after being pinned against a wall by Sammy.
Okay, and the last question, if I've got time, did any of you vote for me on, or did any of you not vote for me? There you go, to be safe.
I don't think anybody voted you to keep safe if I'm correct on that double.
I did.
Oh, see, thank you, Jesse. I was just trying to pull some awesome ass move, but we saw where that went. So, okay, I'm done. You've all answered pretty well. I'm still thinking it's going to be on your final speeches that's really going to power to who my vote's going to go to.
All right, sorry, Sean is elsewhere. The next person to go would be.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to piss. Go piss, girl. Oh, Jesse's not here. Or Jess isn't here. Krista, you may begin when you're ready.
Okay, I am ready. And yes, you guys get to see my lovely little face. You get to meet hi, Laker. Love doing that this season again, since we played 2 seasons together. My comments are, I love playing with all 3 of you. Jesse, I loved getting to know you for the first time since I watched you last season. When you say you're shy, you can ask everybody on this cast. You're just like me when I played. I was so shy. I couldn't even do speeches. My speeches really were like my first season. Okay. Yoder, I'm proud of you for making it as far as you did, because I was like, oh my gosh, watch, he's gonna join me in jury. And we're gonna be talking again. And Flaker, congrats on your 3rd. My question is actually generalized for all 3 of you. So you guys are gonna go one at a time for answering this. What was your biggest regret this season? And I know it's a doozy with asking that question.
I'm ready if you all aren't.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I didn't have many regrets this game, but I would say my biggest was probably going to have to be saving Marvin as many times as I did. Marvin was a meat shield for everybody. And at the time, way back before pre-jury, I thought, oh, I'm going to be put on the block if Marvin's not here. And I feel like it might not look as strong of a game on that side, which I have points to prove otherwise, but that would probably be my biggest regret, is keeping Marvin around for so long when he wasn't doing shit for anybody in this game.
Um, Kind of likewise. I don't really have any regrets because I don't. If I changed something, I wouldn't have gotten here. But I do still feel bad about being the reason Haley went home. I was in an alliance with her. I did betray her. Um, so yeah, if I could have changed that, I would.
For me, honestly, it's probably not having as much of a game relationship with Kevin and you. I feel you two, while I had good conversations, I really didn't offer like an alliance or something or like game info, but I really liked your guys' vibes and I wish I just got to connect with you guys more on a game level and not just the personal level. But I've still really enjoyed knowing you guys and I'd still love to talk after the season. And I think that's probably my biggest regret, especially because you two are both voting tonight. And I know your votes are probably up in the air here, so thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, my vote is literally still in the air. Like Cordell, it's going to come to the final speeches on how I decide to vote. I have a question for you after this, Jesse. It has nothing to do with this game, though. So I'll ask it later. I have no more other questions or critiques. Good luck.
Thank you, Krista. We will move on to Kevin. Kevin, whenever you're ready.
Hi guys, congratulations. I wrote questions in my DR, but I kind of forgot what they were. But you're hearing a lot of, words tonight, regrets, betrayal, power. So there are some questions I have. I guess as an overall one. Oh, am I going individually? I already forgot, and I have been paying attention. I'm just really high.
You can ask all three of them questions all at once, or you can ask separate. It's up to you.
All right. Yeah. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. Oh, so I want to know what everyone's big game move was. And I would just want to tell everyone my one regret. I regret not trusting Blaker more. And if you hadn't stole that power from me, I would have probably fully 100% trusted you, honestly. But at that point, I was like, oh, and so. But yeah, so you guys can answer.
What was the question?
I already forgot. Oh, what was your biggest game move?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Anyone want to go first? I'll go first. Okay, so obviously I made a very flashy move last night in getting Liv, who I told I was not going after, out, and Sammy, who I also kind of said I wasn't going after, not really as intense as Liv. But honestly, to be the best, you have to beat the best, and those two were the best players of the season, hands down. I mean, both of them Liv winning competitions and being very strategic every single round. And Sammy also, I mean, all around good player right there. And that's why he's a winner. And to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I won both those competitions, took those two people out and made it here. And I would say that probably would be my biggest move in the game.
Thank you. Oh, also disclaimer, I did not see last night's episode. Yeah, I've just been busy, so.
I'd say my biggest move was a little bit early on in the game. I was getting kind of frustrated that I wasn't winning anything in the AI board. And then I'd learned that both Brian and Judy had half of a transfusion idol separately. So I kind of played middleman, convinced Brian to give his half to Judy and that Judy would save him if he went up. But then he went up that same night. Me and Judy decided we should save it for ourselves and let Brian go home. And ever since then, Judy's had that and promised to use it on me if I was up. I had a visiting idol, promised to use it on her if she was up. We were safe a week in advance. So I think getting that idol, even when I didn't get it from the board technically, I just kind of crafted it from two different people who had the pieces. I think that was a pretty good game move.
Thank you. Oh yes, that brings me back to betrayal. So before I forget my individual question for you, and then we'll go to Jesse. Why did you feel it was necessary, like to basically betray me, but also use powers to do so. Like, how did you view me as a threat? Especially where I was very clear on like where my loyalty was, the one alliance I had. So I'm just curious about that, just as far as like, because it basically, in my head, like if you're in bed with everybody, you don't have to work hard.
Who was that for?
That was for Yoder.
That's valid. I don't think I betrayed you. I didn't play any powers against you. I didn't even vote you out. Whenever you were up, I was down for you to go after Sammy. Yeah, I didn't think I did betray you
Wait,
in
didn't
this
you
game.
play power that night that landed me on the block with Sammy?
No, no, I don't think that was me. I never played a power to hurt you.
Now, I had bad service. I was on the road in a rest stop, so I apologize.
Oh God, yeah, no, I didn't hurt you that round. Sammy played his power and then put you up. That was what it was. He played his agency idol and put you up. He took me off, but I didn't use the power.
God,
Who'd you vote that night?
I thought it was okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think my biggest move personally was like my social game and like the ability to manage to save myself when I was on the block. The double, I really should have probably gone, but everyone trusted me at that point for the most part, except probably like one person. So if I didn't like fight for myself to stay there, and I was messaging people saying, "Hey, you should keep me," and "Hey, I stayed," and "Hey, that's probably part of the reason I'm here." So I think that was part of my biggest move, the ability to keep myself here when I was nominated. Thanks.
Thank you guys. So one thing about me is I do vote off of game, and this is going to be very difficult. I came in here with one name in mind that changed to another, to potentially changing to another, so that I don't know. I mean, you guys all have valid points. Loyalty is huge to me. Getting to a end of an org and winning, 3 times. I know firsthand. I don't know if you guys heard of Fair is Real. Amazing org if you have, but I won that 3 seasons back to back. I know how hard it is to get there. And Jesse being targeted so hard, and making it to the end, so this vote is going to be hard to me. Hope that made sense because I'm high as fuck. Good game, guys.
All right. We will move on. Fuck. Oh my God. Kevin was 5, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to 6, which is Liv. Liv, you can start whenever you're ready.
Hello, finalists. Okay. So obviously, at least I felt very personally close to all 3 of you in this game the whole way through. I mean, obviously, Blaker, you betrayed me. I was mad in the moment. I understand completely why you did it. I would like everybody knew. Like I knew that I was going into that finale, and if I didn't win, or if Sammy didn't win, I was basically fucked. So like, it's whatever. But I just would like to say, all 3 of you were under my protection for pretty much the entire game. And you guys all know that I won a shit ton of cardios. So I guess like my question is to you, like, what other ways were you keeping yourself safe, like in the event that like I wasn't winning? Because, I figure you guys all probably felt pretty safe with me winning, So you can go first, Blaker.
Well, honestly, I didn't feel that safe with you winning just because, some things that happened previous season. But my biggest thing was always keeping in touch with Kevin because everyone was like, Kevin, we can't trust Kevin. I was like, why can't we trust Kevin? I trust Kevin. And even Yoder at points was like, I don't know about Kevin. So to say you're completely loyal to Kevin, I don't think was very true. But Kevin was basically like the source for me. Like if I was like, oh, I believe I went to Kevin and even said Liv, Sammy, and Yoder as a final 3, and we need to watch out for them. Kevin might correct me if I might have not added Sammy into that at the time.
No, you did. I
Yeah.
trusted you a lot in there. I just couldn't fully trust you to like me.
Right. No, and I understand that because I stole week one. But yes, I was keeping myself safe socially because I had so many people in this game that were previous rivals to me or I've done bad in previous seasons. And I turned all those connections around. By the end of week one, I was sitting in a really bad spot into a really good spot where I wasn't going to be nominated. I mean, we have Marvin, who is a rival of me, SP, who's a rival of me, Cordell, and it was a big rival of me. You had just voted me out. I had said some not nice things about Sammy in previous seasons. I had stolen from Sammy, I had stolen from Kevin. I put Jesse on the block. Like, there's 8 people right there that I did not have a good connection with that I was able to turn around and have a really good connection with.
Yeah, I guess Yoder, because you unmuted.
Yeah, I feel like this is where I did a pretty good job at staying protected by a lot of people in this house. I had an alliance with Kevin and Jamie, so I figured that duo would keep me safe. I was talking to Jess. I figured she would keep me safe, and even after I nominated her, I talked to her the same night, and she said, "Yeah, I won't nominate you next week if you don't nominate me." So I was just trying to keep myself safe there, even though I had just nominated her. I had an alliance with Jesse, Haley, and Judy. I was safe there. I was talking to Krista to make sure I was safe with her. I was trying my best to talk to pretty much everybody, get to know where their head's at, make sure I wasn't on their radar because I knew I needed to make that final 6 without ideally ever touching the block. And I didn't until the final 7, where it was the plan for me to touch the block anyway. So that's my answer.
Okay, Jesse, your
Well,
turn.
obviously, besides you, which was obviously a connection, I feel I was really close with Judy, who I knew had my back. Icon. I knew she was probably good with a lot of people, and I knew that if she somehow won a comp, I knew I'd be good. I felt good with Sammy. I did feel good with Cordell and Haley. I I just kept myself connected. I kept myself good with people because I knew if you were ever to turn on me, that there was the chance of me managing to convince other people, even though you had so-called alliances with everybody.
I would have never betrayed you, Jesse. I just want to say this up front to you right now. You saved my ass last season, and I took that to heart. And I was like, I will never vote out Jesse. I will never do anything. Like, I literally like that. I wanted to save you as soon as you were on the block on the trip or in the double. I was like, I'm saving Jesse. Like, sorry, Cordell, sorry, Haley, but I was like, that's my girl. Like, just to be. I guess I have more time. Let me think. Hold on. Okay, wait. I want to know, Blaker, like, why did you keep me in the dark about coming for me in the finale when you could have just told me outright?
Honestly, I did not know who I was going to target at what points between you and Sammy that night. I was trying to think, well, if Jeopardy's the second game, I'm going to go after Sammy first because Sammy is really good at the Jeopardy. And then once Jeopardy was first and Sammy didn't win, I was like, okay, I'm not sure how good Sammy's going to be at this Guess Who game. Let's go ahead and take out Liv. But I was also watching the chats to see what everybody had to say. And that night before, I actually made a call with Jesse and Judy. And you might have even seen me in the call. I was going do, or not that call, but like in the Zoom call before I was like doing this because I was counting all the numbers and trying to figure out where the alliances were. And I clocked Yoder. I clocked you putting up Yoder because Yoder had the power. So I knew that you knew that Yoder had the power at that point. And I was like, there's no way that Liv's going to bring me to the end over Sammy, who I thought you were close with. That could be not true, but at that perception after that night, that was my perception on that. So I was like, Jesse, Judy, I know we might not have been the closest in this game, but right now this is what needs to happen. Those 3 are going after you, Jesse and 6, or sorry, Judy and 6, Jesse and 5th, me and 4th, to get to the end. And I basically turned from being probably going out that night had I not won into no way I was going home.
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken you out. I low-key wanted like
Exactly.
Jesse or Judy in the final 3.
Exactly. Which
Like I would have been down with Sammy because I love Sammy, but I also like I didn't care, you know.
Yeah, and that's
I
why
didn't
I
want you.
decided to take you
I
out.
low-key did not want you. I would have
Oh,
taken
I
your ass
know,
out.
and I know. We would always talk. We were like, we're going to the end together, and I'm like, no, we're not. And you were
No.
doing the same exact thing. So I knew I had to get you out as soon as I could. And I was honestly really scared after that I was going to lose you as a friend. So I'm really glad you took the time to decompress and
I
understand
don't know.
it.
I also I like to be dramatic. You know me.
Let's get dramatic.
Okay. How many powers did y'all have in the game? All of you. Any of you. Answer right now.
So we count half as half.
Sure. Count all your halves, everything you got.
Okay.
I had
I had
0.
Jesse says that 0.
I sure did
Roll
have
for
0.
that. I had 0 my first season. Okay, anyways, continue.
I had revival idol, or not revival power. I don't know what it's called, and a visiting idol, which means I can only use it on somebody else, not myself. That's what I had.
I had Marvin Syringe, which ended up giving me and 2 other people's safety, which I used strategically on those, or 3 other people's safety, which I used strategically to save Yoder, Sammy, and Cordell. Cordell to make look like I was the good child in that relationship. Yoder and Sammy because I had a really good connection and I wasn't sure about Yoder, and I was like, this might put it over the edge. And I also had a extra vote. And I had half of the transfusion, is that what it's called? Transfusion idol, which I didn't get to play. So I didn't really have anything to keep me safe other than the one that kept 4 people safe. Not her, like, let's run down this time.
Well, because like I might as well just ask you guys questions. The time only goes when I'm talking.
Yeah.
So like you guys can talk as much as you want because I figure it'll let you air out your games more because your final speech is pretty short. So I guess I don't know. Who would you, if you guys want a cardio, who would you have targeted late game? Because like I don't think did any of you win cardios late game? Not really. I mean Yoder won the
Yoder
double,
won.
but like you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, I think it was like final 9 or something.
he won the double.
Yeah, or it was 10. Yeah.
But I guess wait. Okay, I'm directing this to Jesse. Actually, I changed my mind. Only for Jesse. What would you have done with a cardio? At any point, like pick a spot in the season. Tell me what you would have done. What you were plotting.
Honestly, if I won the final 7 one, I did consider putting up you and Yoder for the giggles. I knew you guys had the best chance of winning at the end, and like I knew you would probably take yourself down or whatever because you're good at comps. And like I just wanted to make a move or at least attempt to make a move because I just wanted some sort of chance to do something in this game.
That's real of you. Real of you to admit it. I was there for you the whole game. And you wanted to betray me. I'm so heartbroken. That's how I feel about both of you, by the way. I'm like, I know your devious schemes with Judy too. I'm like, damn guys, I had all of your backs and you didn't gaff. You didn't gaff. And you know who had my back? Yoder. And I respect the fuck out of that guy. Anyways, I will end my time here. I feel like I'm taking up most of this damn thing. So good night, everyone.
All right. Next up, we got Sammy, and then we got Judy Haley, but we'll go to Sammy first. Sammy, are you ready?
Yes.
Sammy, your time starts now.
All right. So, I think one of the ways to really see how well your social game was is really seeing how well you got to know everyone. And yeah, you learned about everyone's facts, but we all did. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think you need to do for each juror to earn their vote?
That's a good question. Anyone want to go first?
I'll go first. Why not? Let's see. Liv loves the validation. She needs to know she did great. She needs to know that she won all those comps and that she should have been in the final three. Krista's sweet. You just need to talk good to her, talk nice to her, maybe appeal to her emotions a little bit. She's a great gal. Cordell, you got to be real practical. You got to explain to him that you did the best and this is why. Judy, probably the same, similar to Krista, just appeal to her emotions, but also probably a little bit of Cordell in there where you gotta also tell her what you did good because Judy cares. We got who else we got here? Haley. Haley, that's a hard one. I think you just gotta, at least I'm hoping you just gotta own up to your bull crap, be real with Haley, and hopefully she'll respect that. Kevin, I think the same thing. He just doesn't want to be dicked around. You gotta let him know what's up, and he wants to vote for loyalty. You just gotta let him know that that's what you did. I think that's everybody. Sammy, I missed you. Sammy, how could I miss you? I think for you, it's pretty similar to Cordell. You're a pretty practical guy. You want to know who did the best game, who had the best connections. You want to vote for the rightful winner, and I respect that.
Jesse, you ready? You want me to go?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna start with Sammy since you asked the question. I do think for you, it's a mix of you respect people who you really got to talk to, and you want to know that like we did stuff, and like you want to know what social connections, you want to know our thoughts, and you want to know why we deserve the win. You're a winner, and I think you want to know why someone deserves your crown. Period. Point blank.
Uh-oh.
Had a really good read on Kevin. I think Kevin wants the truth. I respect loyalty myself. Loyalty is a big part of this game, and I think that Kevin, loyalty, period, point blank, and I get that.
Hey, Jesse, after Sammy, but before Kevin, you cut out.
Oh.
Was there someone between those two?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I didn't hear completely what it was for me.
I was sorry. I was just saying, like, you respect loyalty, you respect the social connections, and you want to know why someone deserves to be a winner like you. And I just want to say as a side note, I really appreciated our 2-hour call getting to talk. I just thank you for that. I think Haley just wants the truth. Haley is a truthful person. I think Haley just wants the honesty. Haley doesn't want no bullshit, none of that silly shenanigans. I think Haley just wants it how it is. Point blank, period. No, I really don't know what to say for Krista because I think Krista's questions were great, and I think we all answered those pretty great. I don't know exactly what Krista's looking for besides just the truth. I really think a lot of people are just looking for the truth, and that's repetitive, and I'm trying not to be repetitive, but it's the truth. Like, people want the truth. People want to know you played a game, why you deserve to win. And yes, Liv does want to be complimented. Liv knows she should be here. And point blank, Liv, you should have been here, but you're not. We are. I love you, Queen.
Oh, no.
I love you, Queen. I'm
You
sorry.
were taking her to the end, Liv, and not me, who would have.
Cordell? I have not done Cordell. Sorry, guys. I'm just really. There's a lot of exciting emotions here. Cordell, honestly, being open to voting all three of us, iconic. I really thought Cordell was going to be more. I thought Cordell would know what he wanted. So, I think Cordell being willing to listen to us all. Period, icon. You go, gold panning icon. You go. And Mom Judy, Mother, Queen. mean, I really have to hype Judy up here. I love that woman so much. Judy just wants us to be ourselves. I hope. I hope she wants us to be ourselves. And I hope no one here is being fake. I hope we're all just being genuine, because that is the vibes that I'm hoping Judy is like. Thank you. I'm sorry I talk a lot.
All right. So for Sammy, you're a winner. You're very practical. That's already been said. What you're looking for is you're looking for a well-rounded individual player who didn't necessarily have to rely on other people that could make their own moves, whether it be flashy or behind the scenes. Sammy's the only other person that knows this, that I, along with Sammy, won the cardio of the Masquerade week and won the hero comp of that Masquerade week as well. So working with people, who you're working with, how you're working with them, who you're not working with, and how you're not working with them. Sammy wants to know all of that. He doesn't want to know, I won this and I won this. He wants to know, I won this and this is what that did for me. I won this and this is what it did for me. I didn't win this, but it's okay because this happened. He's looking for more in-depth scenarios instead of just basic surface level. He's like the iceberg player. Liv, everyone said it. She wants that satisfaction because she's I'm pretty sure you're a fire sign. You're a fire sign. You have to be.
I'm an air sign, actually.
Oh, a little stuck there. Anyway, but Liv, you're also like Sammy. You're a very practical person. Yes, you're looking for loyalty, but you also know that you morally will not vote for somebody just because they are loyal and didn't do anything. You're gonna vote for somebody who did stuff, can prove they did stuff, and didn't hide behind you. Specifically you. Krista, they said they're not sure what you're looking for. I know what you're looking for. You're looking for someone who was loyal to you, who actually took the time to get to know you, who did things to make sure you were safe, and can also explain their game very well. Cordell, I think I have your vote. But that just being me. But Cordell, I think you're going to be looking for something shocking in somebody that game, because you want that. That's you. You want that wow factor. And even when you were asking your questions earlier, you admitted to like, oh, Lakers done this. He made it to the end, and that's just this, and this. You want that wow factor. That's what you're looking for. That's what you want to vote. You want to know what their wow factor was over mine. And that's the kind of player you are as well. Judy, I have a very different answer for you. And this stems from our conversation we had yesterday. I told you I do not have confidence in anything. I think specifically for me to get your vote, you want to see my confidence. You want me to prove to myself that I do have the confidence to talk and to win and to just answer everything as honestly and as best as I can and talk and carry myself higher than I have been. And then let's scroll down to the people who have their cameras off. Haley, once again, another player people don't think that they know what you're looking for exactly. Haley, it's true. You do want the facts. You want the facts. You want to know who did what and yes. But you also want to know who's loyal to you. When you went out that round, you said, Cordell, I would have never done that to you. And that struck me because you are a very loyal person. You are a very loyal player. And you want to see that loyalty in other people and what they did for you to remain loyal, especially in a double when you went out with votes. Kevin, you're high. You don't know what you're looking for. You're looking for that weed. Anyway, but Kevin, I think that you're looking for somebody who is well-rounded. You're looking for somebody that, I'm going to use a term from Survivor, can outwit, outplay, outlast, and do all those things. Another one would be the 3 S's: strategy, social, and oh my gosh, what was the other S? Strength. And it's perseverance in general. I think that's what all you jurors are looking for at the end, is those 3 S's, those outwit, outlast, outplay together. But individually, you're all also looking for something underneath surface level.
All right, thank you for that one. Next we're gonna have a little bit of a fun one, I guess. since for some reason everyone just thought that was my girlfriend, and while I am very flattered that you guys think that the queen of all queens would be willing to date me, no, that's not. It's just my favorite drag queen. That's it. That's all. But if you guys had to have your own drag persona, what would the name for your drag persona be?
Laker, you can go ahead.
Why me?
We both unmute at the same time. Go ahead.
So I actually have one. Not really, kind of, not really, but at the same time. But everyone's seen like Scooby-Doo Daphne, correct? My last name's Blaker. So mine is Daphne Blaker because, Daphne. So there's a wordplay on right there. And I actually dressed up our Daphne for Halloween once and did like everything, had everything. So yeah, it would be Daphne Blaker. I got my own last name wrong. I'm sorry. Daphne Blaker. And my persona would be honestly comedy because I'm a comedian.
I'd go a little abstract. I'd go old dirty bag. And I think that's just what I would rock.
That's just who you are, baby.
Deep down.
So, ironically enough, I used to do lip syncing games on Instagram because of course I did. So mine is kind of basic. It's Midnight Rain, just because midnight is my favorite type of day because I love like night. And rain is like my favorite thing because like duh. So I just kind of combined the two and it's Midnight Rain, which is kind of basic, but yeah.
How would you spell rain?
I spelled it the normal way, but like I'm sure I can probably find a quirky way to spell it.
Like Rayne and be a drag daughter.
Period.
All right. So what I'm next going to comment on is I saw two of your games basically be played the last time I played. I didn't get to see Jesse's game at all, so I don't know kind of like where the big improvements were. Where I saw for you, yours that you played just too hard your first time, and that got you into a lot of trouble. So I want you to tell me how you improved on that. Blaker, the biggest weakness was you want Pixie. That's what you want as your first choice. And you could not have her. And I think anything that your biggest weakness was, I think you or anything were just busy at the time. I think if you had more time, you definitely probably would have done better. So like there's not really much I can say as far as improvement goes. I think you would have been a problem if you had more time on your hands that first game I played with you. I do wish we had gotten to know each other more then. I still would have gone right after you if I could have, though. I won't lie. Because I know, again, like you probably wanted me out to get Pixie. So I guess this question is just for Yoder. Describe how you improved your overall game from your first time around.
Gotcha. Like you said, the first game, I think I played a little too hard. I think I learned from that I just can't commit so much to so many people. I think I did a better job this time around of still getting people to like me socially and trust me socially, but not promise them all the world. And I think that helped. I promised a couple people the world, and I did what I could for them, and then the rest was whatever happens, happens.
And thank you. Again, I will commend all of you. Like, I do think you did a great job. Overall, just improvement. I feel like I'm discussing the numbers field. There was a marked improvement there of keeping yourself under the radar. And Blaker, I knew you were crafty. I knew you were going to be sneaky. And the fact that you were able to fool these people into honestly thinking and fool Liv thinking that she honestly had you, I gotta commend you for that. That it was like I'll be very honest. I did not really believe that you would take me to the end. Again, that's why there's no hard feelings. Like we both know what's gonna happen. We both know we're gonna try and take each other out. So I have no hard feelings about that. So
eventually, yeah.
The thing about me is like this game is still supposed to be fun and supposed to be lighthearted at the end of the day. That's why we play these games. Again, I want describe like what is the best memory each of you has had on Discord in general, like making with a friend.
Um, so I've been on Discord for quite a while, so I'm going to narrow it down to this game specifically. So honestly, there was one night that Liv and I just got on call. We were on call for like an hour or something. It was a long time, and we were just talking and getting to know each other in the game, and we were kind of talking crap about some people, but like lighthearted stuff. Um, and then I met her roommate, and her roommate's like, "I love Flaker," and I'm like, "Ah, I love you, and I don't even know you, but your last name's Gay, so period." And then we took shots, and we had a great time, and yeah, just honestly, just those because we would call probably I would say once a week, like Monday, Tuesday, or sorry, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, and we would do that. So definitely that.
That's why I thought he had me, mofo.
Liv, I told you this. Cordell mentioned it week 1. He's tricky.
I mean, it's not like he was like actively coming after me and plotting my demise until the very end. So like
That's when he would have to do it.
Yeah.
Come on. I saw this like if I knew like I never wanted to take you out because again, like I'll be honest, like I was playing this game to prove that I could just play this game on my own without Pixie and prove I could still do well on my own. But I'd rather obtain you to the end as well too because I achieved everything here I wanted to. But
that's the type of mindset I wanted Blaker on.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I did not achieve everything that I wanted to and so much more. There's been so many games that it's been since Gen 2 Season 1 that I've made it to the end of the game at this game. And I wanted to prove that I can still do it. I still had what it takes to make it to the end as a two-time winner.
You could have made it to the end with me.
And you would have.
You could have got some votes.
Let me rephrase that. I want to make it to the end and win.
I hate to but I'm gonna cut the side conversations down because we're already an hour in and I'm about
That was an answer. That was an answer.
All right. I'll have the O2 answer and that'll be it for mine.
Yeah, so honestly, I've been playing these orgs for a while. So as someone who's never won, I've gotta say, like for me, as someone with social anxiety, I find one of my favorite moments is when people actually ask me to go on call because I do not express myself very well over message. I feel I express myself better on calls. So anytime that I get to call with people in orgs, it makes my heart happy because they care about me and they want to actually get to know me for one thing. And I just like getting to know people that way. And I feel just in general talking to people. And that's why, honestly, my favorite memory in this game was you asking to call. Because the only other time I had talked on VC was that time we made that random alliance that didn't actually work out.
That was a fake alliance that we all knew was fake.
I tried, besties. I really tried. But yeah, so that's probably one of my favorite moments in this game specifically, actually getting to talk and call, especially with Acquired or Cast.
That was a good alliance. The one made in VC. RIP.
I think I'd say my favorite moment was after Final 8 when me, you, and Liv got on a call, and then we planned the Final 7. And then we planned the Final 7, and then I knew I would be safe. It was kind of mixed, like it was mixed. Talking with you guys was fun, and then realizing that I would be safe for the Final 7, and I'm going to make the Final 3 with my revival idol. It was a good night.
All right.
Told you, Jesse.
Thank you to all of you. Again, I'm glad I had a great time this season. Great getting to know all of you, and best of luck with the rest of the questions.
All right, and Judy, you are up.
Hold on. Oh, hold on. Okay. Hi, guys. Congratulations to everybody. You guys rock. So I had a great time. Everybody now knows that Yoder and I were aligned very closely for a very long time. So I'm going to start with you, I think, Jesse. The only other Canadian in this game. Anyway, so I just wanted to let you know that you did such a good job. You were so quiet. You were so almost introverted, and it was probably about, I don't even know, week 5 or 6. And I'm like, I don't think it was on a call. It was after a game or something. And I'm like, oh, I just heard her speak because I hadn't heard your voice yet. Yeah. And I think I even said that in one of my confessionals. So anyway, you said you want genuine people in your corner. I was genuine. I liked you right off the bat. You're quirky, you're different, you're sweet, you're all those things. So yes, you are my queen too. So that's really, really good. So, and because I'm a loyal player, that's, really important to me. So my question to you, and I think it's, one of them has kind of been answered. So my first question is, how do you feel your jury management has been?
I actually really like this question, and I was kind of hoping someone would ask. Yay! I feel I was like honest with people. I feel I didn't backstab anyone. I feel like I didn't do anyone dirty. So I think my jury management was okay. I kept to my word. And if I had you, I had you. And if I didn't have you, why would I make that promise? I didn't want to make any enemies. I'm not the type who wants to make enemies. And I really hope none of the jury dislikes me. I was a little worried coming into this that the jury was gonna be all feisty. So thank you guys for not being feisty. That helps me a lot here. So I think my jury management was honestly, for the most part, pretty good.
In the jury house, we were all very, very sweet and kind, and everybody was positive. There was no or anything. So my next question, which I think has already been answered, but I don't know if I remember the answer. Maybe you want to add to whatever. I don't know. Anyway, why do you feel you should win over these two guys?
Honestly, if I'm going to go into more detail here because I feel that my game has improved a lot from my first season. Instead of just depending on one person my original season, which was Liv and Yoder, I grew as a person. I started to make more connections, and I really feel I deserve the win because, for one thing, I've never won. I think it'd be iconic to actually win this game on my second try, especially because I played loyal, and I just really do want to win. I'm very bad with expressing, but I think I deserve the win because I had no powers, and I had to rely on my social connection, and I had to beat you in the final comp to make it here. Which I didn't think was going to happen, Queen. So I think I do deserve the win. I didn't have a power to just brought me here. I didn't speed comp my way here. I really think I deserve this win. And I'd honestly love to be a winner of Impulse, and I'd love that to be my first win ever, honestly.
So when you beat me, you do deserve to win. You beat me by 8 minutes. So good for you. I mean, it was pretty close, but that was really exciting. And then fucking Blaker. Oh my God. What was it? 22 minutes?
20 minutes with 0 mistakes.
With 0 mistakes. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So Blaker, I'll go. Thank you, Jesse, by the way. Thank you. You're awesome. So Blaker, first things first, you should be more confident. You have it all. How many times in this game did I talk about your comedian skills?
Oh, many.
You are the funniest guy. You made every live so much fun. I mean, I wanted you here just simply because you were so much fun. You should be more confident. So, take that with you in the future. Take that from your mother. Okay. So, when you mentioned that you had never touched the block, I hadn't either. So that was really good. So I just wanted to say one thing about me. So why not? So, right. So I have a regret, and I know I talked to Yoder about this. I wanted to join forces with you so bad about, don't quote me, a few weeks ago. I'm like, let's get Blaker on board. Let's get him playing with us. And I really, really felt I wanted to play with you. And I regret that I didn't push that further, or that I didn't just DM you and say, hey, I want to play. I know we skirted around it a little bit for a few weeks.
We played together. We were always in each other's ears. We're we're on the same page. We were on the same page the whole entire season. So I would say we definitely did work together.
Yeah, but just not like
Officially.
aligned or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was never going to come for you. Like, that was not, in my thought process. But I do wish we had have worked a little closer together. I think that would have been so much fun. And I think we could have done really well. And hopefully in future games we can. Because when I played with David, I don't know what season that was, when I played before, a year ago. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, and I remember David saying, oh, Blaker wins this, Blaker wins that, Blaker. And so I was like, oh, we need to get rid of Blaker. So I never really gave you the chance. And I got to see like the whole Blaker this season. It was great. So, and also before I forget, have a great time in Barbados.
Bermuda.
Close enough. It's somewhere hot and sunny. Okay, so my question to you is, because of course I have my notebook. So what was and I think this was asked as well before, but again, either expand on your answer or a different choice, whatever. What was your best move in the game? And okay, we'll do that one first. So what was your best move in the game?
Okay, so I did answer that. So I'm going to get another answer to it because I think that I did have a lot of better, like good moves in the game. So the one I answered before was Sammy and Liv getting them out. I would say my second biggest move was actually right before that. And that was getting you and Jesse into that call. Because at that point, I was at the bottom of everybody's list. I was going home. Had I not won the next night, I was going home. Nobody was bringing me to the end of that point. But with that call, that secured both of you two because I was truly transparent to you. I told you exactly what was going on. I clocked the Yoder, Sammy, Liv thing, and I called them out to you two and shared that, yes, Jesse, you and Liv are close, but these two are closer. Judy, yes, you and Yoder are close, but look who's helping Yoder get to the end. So that I would say would be okay. So I would say that yes, getting Sammy and Liv out was that was my best move. Socially and strategically, you two were my best moves. Getting that conversation going in case you all want, because Judy, you did almost win that second competition, and I felt safe. As soon as Sammy did not win that, I messaged both of you. I said, we did it. So that would be my second biggest move.
Could not agree more. Like I didn't know any of your other moves, but I know especially after that phone call, and both Liv and Sammy know this already because I talked about it in jury, was number one, get Liv out. Number two, get Sammy out. And once you did, it's like, oh my God, you made it happen by winning, but like I was all in. Like, yeah, I think that was a really, really good move. So,
and yes, I was Keith Urban.
Wasn't that wild that I picked? I don't even know the name of the singer with Jesse. I just picked it out of just randomly. Yeah. I'm like, what? Anyway, okay. So one last question for you. So do you think this is probably a very similar answer to what you just gave, but do you think it was like those one or two things that you just mentioned, like getting Liv and Sammy out and then confiding with Jesse and I? Aside from those two, do you think it was like another specific? Oh, Jesus. Oh God. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. You're good. I gotta go fast. Yoder. Yep. Yay. Yoder, you're my guy. So I don't have much time to talk. I've got 30 seconds. Do you regret calling me a final two when you knew you didn't have, or you wouldn't give me the information about your other idol?
I don't regret it because that's really how I felt. I was really hoping you'd make it here with us. I would have been awesome if it was me, you, and Jesse. I would have been ecstatic. So no, I don't regret that, and I hope you don't feel like I misled you or anything.
Well, you kind of did, but that's okay. That's part of the game.
Just omitted some information.
Yeah. Do you regret not giving me a heads up about why you and Sammy and Liv planned that whole thing? That when you and Sammy were on the block and you both DM'd me and told me not to remove you, like I knew nothing about those plans ahead of time.
Yeah, maybe I could have a little bit been a bit more open with you. I just figured I figured having coverage from both sides would be good, and I didn't think to fill you both in on what I was doing. I thought that would have been not a great game move.
Don't worry, I filled her in.
He absolutely did. So don't worry. Okay, I know I'm almost out of time, but I mean, you know, I adore you and you've been awesome. And I just loved playing with you from like day one. And again, you guys all deserve to be here. You did so amazing. And I'm so happy that you're all there. The end.
Thank you, Judy.
All right, and last but certainly, definitely, most certainly, not least, we have the queen herself, Haley.
Hi. Well, I told Sammy this like the week before I left, but I am a very emotional player, and I am very loyal too. So it's tough for me to have two people up there that I was closely aligned with that I would have happily sat next to at this point. And then another person, Blaker, who I did see as a shield. He was people wanted him out. People didn't like him. People were like, watch out for him. Ooh, oh no. So it's tough. Yoder, is there anyone else when I left that you weren't in an alliance with that you didn't put up instead of me?
I wasn't technically in an alliance with Krista, but she had one
Cool.
lifeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think
And I
that's
wasn't in
it.
an alliance with Blaker either, but we did kind of agree we'd have each other's backs.
Well, I guess a double may be like a really great time to make a big move and like get a threat out and not sit next to him at the end, but I don't know.
I just knew
Congrats,
his
all three
coverage
anyways.
of powers, you know.
Congrats, you guys. That's it.
Not gonna lie, kind of got a little excited when Haley was like, that's it. Okay, so a couple things before we get to final speeches. Right after final speeches, you guys are gonna vote, and then we're gonna jump right into awards. If any of you interrupt during the awards and argue like last season, you'll be muted, possibly removed from the Zoom, because I do not want to be here until midnight again.
There were arguments.
Yeah, people fucking arguing with me and Pixie.
Atliv.
Okay, can I interrupt for 1
I
second?
did not
Sean?
argue with the production. I argued
It
with
was another player.
Yeah, Liv argued with another player. Someone argued with production. Yes, Judy.
Can we just take like a 2-minute break? I gotta pee so bad.
Yes, you'll take a 2-minute intermission. So I
Thank
can
you. I'm going pee.
It's on a clock time, right?
Patty's shot o'clock.
You know what?
Can I come
You know
on
what?
camera for this part? I'll take a shot.
Let's
guys-
do it. Get on camera.
Camera for
I'm
2
overriding Sean. Get on camera.
After the 2 minutes, we're starting. No, I'm talking with production. We might be
But I'm
showing
not-
a couple of you.
Jesse, where's
Which
yours?
one? Which one?
Both? Oh.
Both.
I'm a bad
Take a
influence.
shot for me because I can't.
Okay, Krista. Yeah, now you have to do both, Liv, because you have to take a shot for Krista.
I need a chaser, bruh.
I have water.
For one, alcoholic
Oh, it's my internet acting up.
Yoder, we're
I'm
waiting on
running.
Liv.
I'm running to get something to drink.
Anybody else? Wine, juice box, whatever.
Laker,
Just
my
grab
friend
it.
said you look hot again. Just
It's because I'm holding alcohol. This thing was full at the start of the season. I just wanted you all to know you all really need a drink.
He's a fucking lying bitch. I've seen him with that bottle like 30 times in 3 different chats, and they were not impulse chats.
One was in person.
Okay,
I'm
back.
You got me hooked on this shit, Blaker.
I dropped this shit on the floor. It's gonna explode if I open it. Give me a
Period.
second.
So let's do it. All right, ready? Yoder, where are you at? You have your thingy muffled, so we can barely see you.
Hello,
Guys, wait a second.
I'm so
It's gonna
sorry.
explode.
I already
The
took one,
bottle's
but I'll
like
take
gonna
it.
explode if I open it. Give it a second.
Yoder, you took it with
Explode
Alice.
it! Explode
We got
it!
30 seconds, guys. Hurry.
Judy, where's yours?
Oh, all I've got is Diet Coke.
That's
Got
fine.
water, so
We'll
Fuck
pretend.
it. No
All right.
chaser. Let's do it.
Baddies, shot
shot.
Okay. And congratulations to you all once again.
I wasn't in a beer mood, but Blaker said baddies, and I had the mood. 6, 5, 4,
Did I miss my two for the drink?
Everyone, let's go. We're moving on. It is time for our final speeches. If you are not a finalist, please go off camera. We will go the opposite direction from last time. So, Jesse, you will start with final speeches. Jesse, let me know when you're ready, but don't start.
Ready, I guess.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So, hi, I didn't thank everybody in my first speech. So thank you, production. Thank you, jury, for your questions and everything. I really do think I deserve the win. I think my answer to Judy's question about how I deserve the win, how I really think I deserve this win. And regardless of what everyone says, I am proud of how I played. I know I'm not a GOAT. I fought for my spot to be here, and I played loyal. And loyalty is a core value to me. And I would really love to win this game. And just thank you, everyone, for making this experience such a great time. I know I rambled a lot in questions, but I'm really excited to get to talk to you after the season. And I'm hoping nobody has any hard feelings. And good luck to the other finalists. And I love everybody here. So thank you so much. And yeah, thank you, Sean.
All
Good
right.
bestie.
Thank you, Jesse. We will go next to Blaker. Blaker,
How
when
many
you're
minutes do I have?
5.
Okay,
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I did work today. I had something written out, but we had like a long jury questioning, so I'm not even going to look at that. So I'm just going to take this time because we had such a long jury question that a lot of stuff was thrown out. So I want to kind of revisit some things. So yes, I'm a 2-time winner. I made it to the end of this game without being nominated a single time. I'm the only person here that has not been nominated. I won only when I had either I didn't necessarily have to win. I won in order to keep things going my way. I didn't like ever being behind somebody, and even if you might think I was behind Liv, which at times could definitely seem that I was behind Liv, but I was also at the same time looking the other direction, talking to those people that were not in Liv's corner, making sure that I was in their corner instead, in case something did happen, as if Kevin won cardio. I don't think I would have been put up. I think that Liv and Sammy would have been put up. I was able to make flashy moves without hiding behind other people, letting them make the flashy moves. I was able to not only make these flashy moves, but stay safe after making these flashy moves. I caused a double eviction by opening the box and still remain safe. I used my power to keep me, Sammy, Yoder, and Cordell safe. Cordell, the reason I kept you is people were telling me that you were talking not so lovely about me, and I wanted to prove not only to you, but to other people that I am loyal, and that this game specifically, I was going to be loyal. My previous games, I was the big villain of the season. I was making those flashy moves. I was doing this, and this. And I came into the season and said, I want to be loyal. So I was able to build connections from having 8 people not on good terms with me, probably even more that I'm not even thinking about, and turning it all around, having every single person well connected with me that I was not even a consideration. Even like Haley said, that people were talking about me saying, oh, don't trust Blaker, don't trust Blaker, don't trust Blaker. I told Haley, I said, hey, someone's saying your name, and I don't know if you know who it is, but they're the same person that said don't trust Blaker. And I was able to convince everyone to trust me, and able to get here without being on the block, with everybody trusting me, winning when I necessarily wanted things to go my way. And everything, I voted in majority every single round except for the round that Kevin went, because I was not voting Kevin out after Kevin and I both being pinned in a corner. There was no way I was voting Kevin out, because I know how that feels, and it is not an okay feeling. Going towards the end of the game, I heavily relied on my connections because I was not winning the competitions. I was getting on the board, but not quite pushing myself top to get that cardio, to get that hero. So I was available every single round to go up. Never happened because of my social game, because of my strategic game, making sure that Liv thinks that we're so good, even though secretly behind closed doors, Liv and I are not so good. Because we did know that we had to go after each other eventually, because not two of us can win this game. Sammy, the same way, not two of us can win this game, but I wanted to work with Sammy because I knew that Sammy was loyal. I knew that Yoder was pretty loyal to those that are loyal to him. I knew that Jesse was loyal. I knew that Judy was loyal. I knew that Haley was loyal. I knew that Krista was loyal. I knew that Cordell was loyal to those he likes, because I knew that Cordell probably was not going to be loyal to me, but I knew he was loyal. Caleb, a pre-juror that I had a really good connection with. I cried when Caleb left the house. I got off camera and I cried because Caleb was such a good person and he did not deserve that. He deserved to be in the jury over some other people in this house. And that brings us to the final 7, which I called out the Yoder, Sammy, and Liv connection. I put the pieces together. I went to Jesse, I went to Judy, and I made sure that I was at the top, that I was not being voted out that next night. I won all 3 comps that night. I won the Jeopardy. I won Guess Who. I got rid of Liv and I got rid of Sammy. Came to that last comp where I didn't necessarily need to get first place, but I wanted to prove that I could get first place. I completed that comp in 20 minutes and 46 seconds with 0 mistakes, which is a record in Impulse. My record was broken this season with the most comp wins by Liv, and I vowed to win competitions and get that back. I did not. I was so close in getting that record back, but did not get that record back. I did not have to hide behind people and let people make the moves for me. I was able to make these moves and get to the end, and I deserve to be the Impulse's first 3-time winner. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, Casey said something and then I laughed and then unmuted. Oopsie. All right. Yoder, you are up. Whenever you're ready, let me know, but don't start. No, Jesse went first.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
As I stated in my opening, I've been playing this game hard from the start in order to be here in this final 3. From the beginning, I was making moves to further myself in this game. Early on, I wasn't getting much of anything from the AI board and was getting frustrated. Then I learned Brian and Judy both had half the transfusion idol. I effectively played the middleman, got Brian to give Judy his half to make the idol whole. That same night, Brian went up, and me and Judy decided it was best to save the idol for ourselves, and Brian got evicted. A cutthroat move that sent Brian home, but one I initiated, and one that gave me an extra layer of safety afterwards. Judy had that transfusion idol the rest of the game, and promised me she would have used it on me anytime I was up. She was about to at Final 7 if Sammy hadn't used his agency first to save me anyways. And there was a lot more I knew. I knew about Sammy getting half a transfusion and half an agency idol. I knew about Blaker having the other half of Sammy's transfusion idol and them agreeing to use it together if they were in danger. I knew Blaker wanted Kevin up on backwards week, but couldn't get the votes because I got more onto Caleb. I knew about Jamie's agency idol before she used it because I tried to get close with her and Kevin because I heard they were a big duo. I knew that Liv got an agency idol and that Jess stole Liv's agency idol and that Jess would be using it the week she got nominated with Caleb. I knew Haley had her vote blocks when I put her up, as I was also allied with Haley, Jesse, and Judy in an alliance named the Cuties. I knew Haley left her half of the virus implant to Sammy when she got evicted and that he was going to use it on Kevin in Final 8. I knew Cordell left his half of his agency idol to Liv when he got evicted, giving Sammy and Liv the chance to use it to keep me safe in the Final 7. I knew pretty much everything that was going to happen before it did. I knew about alliances people were in without me. I know who I could trust most because I had so many people telling me things, and I know who wasn't telling me the full truth. I had 2 separate plans at the Final 7 to be completely safe and covered with idols. One with Liv and Sammy for one of us to win cardio and put the other 2 up, and then the agency idol gets used on the 2 noms to keep them safe, which is what happened. And I had a plan with Judy for her to use her transfusion idol on me, and I'd use my visiting idol on her. I had multiple layers of protection from different people in the house and multiple shields in Sammy and Liv, solely so I could keep my revive power safely in my back pocket and waltz to the finish line. I did not get complacent because I got the revive power. I did the opposite. I let it motivate me to play a super clean game and make it to the end untouched. I made it through the whole game, only being nommed once, and the one time I did get nominated was at Final 7, and it was all a part of the plan that I helped to create. I won clutch competitions when I needed to, including on Backwards Week and the only surprise double this season. I got people to trust me who in previous seasons have wanted me gone, and I tried to personally connect with each and every person in this game to make myself that much harder to get rid of. I adapted my game to the circumstances I was in after I didn't get anything good from the AI board and made sure I knew where almost all the idle halves were despite not having them myself. I shared the numbers I picked on the board with almost everyone to gain trust and knowledge to further myself in this game. I knew who were the best targets when because I knew who was covered by powers and who wasn't. And I pushed targets that I couldn't trust or wasn't getting enough information from and that I knew no longer had coverage from idols. All in all, I did really work my ass off to be here, and even though I didn't have to play in the final competitions, I believed I worked harder, knew more, and played a better social and strategic game than the other two finalists. It would mean so much to me to join the winner's circle of Impulse, so please, vote for me to win. You know what they say, a vote for Yoder is a vote for happiness. Thank you. I love you guys no matter what happens. And that's all I got.
All right. I am excited to say that for the final time this season, it is time to vote. The way it'll work tonight is very simple. I will call up the jurors one at a time based on their juror number. So Haley, juror number 1, Haley will start. And we will end with Judy casting the final vote. Please do not vote until I call your name. You will vote to me on DMs on Zoom. Go ahead and pull up your chat. Have your vote ready to send if you know who it is. 4, if you're still up in the air, you have until I call your name. Sorry, Haley, you have to be first for this. But yeah, give me just a second and we will begin voting. Good luck, finalists. May the best one of you 3 win. All right, Haley, please cast your vote. Kidding, I got it. Where's the fucking paper? I found it. Cordell? Krista? Kevin? All right, Liv? Sammy? And last, but certainly not least, Judy. All right, guys, I have the votes. And I know who won this season, but none of you do. Sorry, I think I'm funny. I'm sorry, that's so mean.
You suck.
Once again, I am going to go ahead and start awards. If you interrupt me and you're being obnoxious and I can't get through these awards and 5 minutes tops, Pixie and Ryan will be muting you guys just so we can keep the flow. And they both have power to mute y'all, so be nice to them. Don't make them have to use their hands too much to mute y'all. That's not very nice. All right, let's begin with awards, shall we? I will tell you now that 90% of you got awards. People that made jury, 90% of you got awards. And there were a fuck ton for once in our lives of pre-jury awards. So, period. Pre-jurors got a lot of awards. Most of jury got awards. So, yeah, it'll be a fun night. Let's do the damn thing. There's also a record that is broken and history is made in these awards. All right, here we go. There's a couple of records that are actually broken in the awards this season. I forgot. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Impulse AI All-Stars Awards, your host this season were myself, Casey, Pixie, and Ryan. Gianna doesn't count because she knows what she did. All right, let's move to the first award. The first award tonight goes to the boot list winner. So this is what production does every season. We do a little game, and this season's boot list winner goes to Ryan. All right, now the things you all care about. The first award tonight goes to the best alliance name, and the best alliance name this season goes to the Diamond Studs, consisting of Judy, Liv, Sammy, and Yoder. And for the first time ever in Impulse history, the best strategic alliance also goes to the Diamond Studs, Judy, Liv, Sammy, and Yoder. We have never, ever, not once seen a best named alliance and strategic alliance be the same. So congrats on making that history. You guys go, slay, slay. Next, I believe we have our hero of the season, or it will be villain. And the villain this season, if I'm correct, is... Oh, it's Best Confessional. Best Confessional is Judy! Judy had best video confessional all season. They ate. I loved it. It was great. And yeah. All right. Now should be villain. If I'm wrong, oops. All right. Your next award. Villain goes to Blaker.
That's
Blaker,
crazy.
Blaker was like, I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to be a hero. And then he had to lie and be a shady little bitch. And he was like, well, there it goes.
And the night one I stole.
It was funny. I loved it.
I also won hero, just saying.
Actually, I think it's funny. For this season's hero, no player won hero. Instead, production is it's truly none of y'all were heroes, but Pixie, Casey, and Ryan were heroes for saving my ass when I wasn't
right now.
Production. All right, our next award goes to the Comp Beast and the record holder. Congratulations, Liv, with 14 wins. You are officially the record holder.
Ooh, I want my record back.
Then claim it, bitch. Win 15. Win 15. Do it. I want to see you do it.
The next award goes to, I believe it's Social Butterfly. And the Social Butterfly, yet again, is Yoder with 7 alliances. Our next award goes to the most robbed pre-juror, and it is Kaylee. We feel as though Kaylee could have had a very dominant and powerful story had Kaylee not been voted out when she was, and therefore we believe she was the most robbed on the pre-jury.
I got hurt. Ow. I was like,
This next one, gonna be real controversial. I don't want to hear the arguments because it's controversial every season for whatever reason. The most robbed juror this season goes to Queen of Pre-Jury, sorry. Yeah, okay. The Queen of Pre-Jury is Danica. If you want me to be real honest, we love Danica so much that we just had to make sure she got an award because we love her that much, and this was just the award we wanted to give her because Danica, queen, we love her. The next award is the controversial one, and it is most robbed juror. And there were a couple of y'all that we argued between, and we ultimately dwindled it down to Judy. The reason it goes to Judy is because Judy went out on the last comp of the season, and had she have been able to make it to the end, I think she had a good story. I don't think she could have won, but I do think that she could have swayed the jury a little bit and had a lot of fun in the final. But unfortunately, her time was cut short due to that final comp, and it was honestly heartbreaking to see Judy leave because of that comp. Because she's
it's all good.
All right. Also, Liv, we get you. We get you. You get a good award. You'll be happy. Your next award.
No. I was thinking it was gonna be Kevin. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, valid. Yeah, valid. Our next award goes to the duo of the season. I don't give a fuck what any of you bitches say, but Judy and Yoder were locked the fuck in. It was the cutest fucking duo ever. Obsessed. Stand for life. Loved these two. They ate.
Yay!
Love you,
mean it
Jury.
wasn't Cordell and
Love
Haley?
you.
Well, we have some news about them later. All right. With every good duo, this season there's two good rivals, and they go to Sammy and Kevin and Blake and Jay. So we got a little pre-jury rival and a little jury rival, and it was very cute. We loved
And
it.
yes, I won that secret Cordell and was like, I'm getting TJ out of here, Sammy. You have no say.
All right. Our next award.
I was fine with that.
How dare you?
Fine with them. I was fine doing that.
The next award goes to, I hope my favorite, because that's what I'm prepped for. The next award goes to, maybe. Oh, best move. Best move is Blaker taking out Sammy and Liv at the end on finale night. Specifically Liv, mainly, because had Liv made it to the end, Liv won this game.
Yeah. Agreed.
And with every best move, there's a worse move. And it's allowing Blaker to make it to the final three yet a fucking again.
Come on.
Doing damn good and well. That Blaker is social. He's good with his mouth. He's good with being.
I am.
And he's really, really good at winning competitions. Yeah, and he's here, and he may have won. He may not have. We don't know yet. Our next award moment, maybe, might be moment of the season. Might be my favorite. I don't know. It's moment of the season. This is funny. It goes to the Rock Besties getting a divorce due to incorrect power plays made by both Cordell and Haley. The divorce was.
We both fucked up on that.
That was the worst.
You mean it wasn't Cordell falling down the stairs?
Oh, valid.
No.
Our next award is, I'm 100% sure now, my favorite. And if it's not, I'm going to be sad. But if it is, I just want to say, I love this person so goddamn much. And I'm sad that I didn't pick them last season, low key. Because.
That's not me then.
And my favorite goes to, she's not even, best jury segment, Cordell. Which means best final speech is next. Where the fuck are the favorites? We did them late.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Best final speech went to Blaker.
Mm-hmm.
Now it should be
my favorite. I've already said the first part of what I need to say. My favorite goes to Haley. One, let's start with this. Anytime I would have to miss a live or something was going on and I was really stressed, Haley would just pick up on it and she would immediately run to her confessional and be like, I just want you to know that you're doing amazing and I love you guys and this is the best org ever. And while I'm biased and think this is the best org ever as well, I just felt really good having Haley, be that person that was like, you're doing great. You got this. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep doing what you're doing. It just made my heart happy. Now, the second reason Haley is my favorite.
I love you. Damn straight.
Is because your girl got drunk a few times this season. And the one person, if it wasn't,
as she always does.
If it was not Liv I was calling, it was Haley on the other end of my poor calls, drunk as fuck, trying to talk to Haley about some nonsense. And she would answer 90% of the time and talk to me. So, love you for that, Haley. All right.
Love you anytime.
So, we got Casey's favorite. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, so my favorite is
There.
Yoder. You're definitely my favorite this season just because you played an amazing game. You kind of remind me of my playing where you're socially connected and you only needed to win when you felt you needed to, and that's the kind of gameplay I model myself after. And I'm just really proud of you. Whether you won or lost, you should be proud of the game you played, and you've definitely improved from your past seasons.
Thank you, Casey.
Pixie, let me know when you're ready, lovely.
Okay. Sometimes we come to paths in our lives where we have to choose to turn left or turn right with not much information to go on. Back in March, I am extremely grateful that I chose to turn in the direction of Impulse for many reasons, but the One I am most thankful for is meeting this extremely special individual. One might say he marches to the beat of his own drum, but that is one of the things I love most about him. He is unapologetically himself and is one of the most compassionate, caring people I know. Often misunderstood, his main goal in playing these games is to find people he can show trust in that will in turn show the same trust in him and will appreciate him for what he tries to do. Not all do, and some take advantage, but there are those of us that treasure him and know exactly the great value he is worth. He strives to put a smile on the faces of those he is close to and stops at nothing to bring joy in their lives. He is one heck of a player as well. In this particular game, I witnessed him keep an even demeanor throughout while trying to connect to each player in a way that endeared him to them. Even when he made a hard game choice, he acknowledged the hurt it caused and gave a sincere apology to make sure that person he cared about felt better. He was slow to find advantages at first, but persevered and eventually found three half idols and a full idol found his way. And he used them craftily to strengthen connections and as leverage to stay in the house longer despite being a major player. He had allies that had his back to a degree, but may not have kept him as informed as he has been in the past. Yet he managed to still come dangerously close to Final Three for a third straight game in a row, and did so by not compromising his morals and who he set out to be in this game. Someone that is a good ally, good strategist, and good competitor who won several comps. A main goal of his was to prove he could play this game on his own without me. And even though he really had nothing to prove to anyone, he did so times over. He is a player, a great human, and the best friend I could ever ask for. I love you so much, and you, Sammy, will always be my favorite player.
Aw,
I love you so much, Pixie.
Rigged.
You know, really quick, I'm not trying to take forever, as you all know, but one of the best things, and Blaker honestly might even agree with this for once. Me and Blaker don't agree very often, but the best hosting, whether it's an LRG or an org, is getting to see the friendships that you create in your own game and seeing them grow outside of your game. For example,
Or relationships.
Or relationships. I know that's right. We get to see, for example, in Impulse, we've seen Pixie and Sammy from like playing the game and just being friendly in the game to being best friends now. And I think it's so cute and iconic and I love it. But yeah. All right, Ryan, are you ready?
It better
Yeah,
be
I'm
me.
ready.
All right.
All right, so I like a lot of people this season, so it's hard to pick a favorite, but I had to kind of pick a favorite, so I decided to go with Judy.
I helped you with your math.
I know, but Judy was so funny in confessionals. It's not even like a joke. She was so funny in her buy messages. Every time I had to help her with tech support because she always needed help with it. It was so funny and it was so iconic, and I loved her. And she ate the season. It was awesome.
You.
Never mind. I changed my answer. Pixie's my new favorite host.
Oh.
Ryan is my newest favorite.
Really quick, you're going to stop my share. I know, I'm trying to be quick. But really quick, a queen is here. Welcome, Impulse Gen 2 Season 8 winner, Judy, to the chat. Woo-hoo!
Jody, not Judy. What up, Jody?
Jody!
What did I
I
miss?
don't think Jody can hear us.
Jody's here.
Jody, queen.
Oh, she's connecting.
There's the queen.
Jody!
Yeah,
Hi,
Jody. I
Jody.
made it for you, Jody.
Hey.
All right, we'll go back to awards now. I just had to welcome our queen from last season.
Good luck. Oh, okay.
All right. Sorry, Judy. I meant to say Jody, not Judy. But I was reading
Okay.
Jody's name. All right. The next, and I believe final, most underrated player of the season is next. And most underrated player of the season, I'm pretty sure, is next. And if it is, it goes to Jessie.
Yeah.
This is not a bad award. Don't think it is, because it's not. This just simply means that, so as I said, production does a boot list ranking. don't take offense, but some of us ranked that you would get either like first build, second build, third build, etc. And well, came here and proved us wrong and at least got third place and ate that shit up, mama. You should be so proud of yourself because period. Yeah. So
I believed in you, Jesse. I believed in you. I had you at 4th. I believed in you.
Our next and final award goes to a true impulse queen, a legend, a bad bitch, the player of the season this season, for the first time in impulse history, going to somebody not in the final 3. Congratulations, Liv. You have won player of the season because bust down Slay. You would have won this game had you not went out at 6th place. You were strong with your social game. You were strong winning comps. You were strong making moves. You never stopped playing. You kept your heart in the game and never gave up. You continued to fight for what you knew you needed to happen to get to the end. Although you didn't make it to the end, you fought your ass off and made sure that you had people on your side at all times, clear up until the end when you did eventually leave the game. And the only reason they took you out of the game was because had you have made it to where they are, you would have won and they wouldn't have.
Thank you so much, Sean. All I have to say is I'm going to send next time I play, I'm just going to send you a list of all of the things I know in my brain, and then you're going to put all of them on the trivia board, and then I'll win. And then I'll win the game. It's Jeopardy every fucking time, dude. Every time. Every single time I play, it's been Jeopardy.
Maybe you should learn.
All right, guys.
What am I supposed to learn?
It is time to find out who will be joining the winner circle next to the Queen Jody. I have the votes. For the final time this season, I will reveal the vote. The person with the most votes, congratulations, you win. You want to have the most votes tonight. I wish you all 3 the very best of luck, but only one of you can win.
Sean, did you do like the stats and stuff? Or
I will do them, yes. Let me get the music cued really quick.
Good luck, you two. Been fun.
Good luck, Yoder. Good luck, Jesse.
Look, you two gremlins.
Y'all hear me?
Yep.
Are you gonna turn your camera on for this?
Hell no.
Why? I already have one.
All right, here we go. Let's do this damn thing. After 20 cardio, 23 lifeline, 14 heroes, 38 patience, 14 alliances, 12 VC, 32 powers, and 146 votes by a vote of 4 to 2 to 1. Congratulations. Yoder, you have won the game.
Congratulations.
Hey! What the hell?
Congratulations.
Holy shit.
Congratulations, Yoder.
Thank you, guys.
Well earned.
Good job.
Congrats.
Holy moly.
My battle beat dude.
Representing.
Let's go, baby.
Bestie, I'm so happy you won. I'm so happy.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, the votes. Haley voted for Jesse. Cordell voted for Blaker. Jess had no vote. Krista voted for Yoder. Kevin voted for Blaker. Liv voted for Yoder. Sammy voted for Yoder. And Judy voted for Yoder. Congratulations, Yoder. Do you want to say anything?
I just want to say I did not expect to win this season. You guys know how I usually play. It's not the best, but I'm so glad I did, and it was really fun playing with all of you and getting to know all of you. Thank you to those who voted for me. Thank you to those who didn't. It was great. I'm so happy. Thank you, guys.
All right.
I have something to say before we stop the live.
We ain't stopping the live anytime soon, but say what you want to say.
So, after playing 12 seasons of Impulse, this was my retirement game. I have played so many seasons and have made so many good connections. Unfortunately, I do not have the time anymore for orgs, and I am focusing only on Big Brother Cincinnati. So with that, I would love to have won for my last game, but I couldn't have lost to a better person. So second place, I'll take it. I finally been defeated in a finale and for Impulse. So congratulations, Yoder.
Thank you. It was an honor just to be there with you.
Maybe one day there's a Legends season you might see me. But for now, from outside, I'm just kidding. But yes, this was my retirement game, my retirement org. So I couldn't have picked better people.
All right, Yoder, are you ready to see where you rank, bitch?
Let's see it. I'm predicting low, but let's see.
Well, you should predict high.
Oh shit.
You're ranking Yoder where we are ranking him. Not necessarily because his story just this game. But if you look at Yoder's history in Impulse, you see that he didn't track very well. People were very upset with him very early on, and he was a target at all times in his previous seasons. He never did this well, never making it to the end until this season. Yoder came back to play this All-Star season, and he made it known that he was a true, iconic All-Star, and he proved that he was an All-Star by winning the season. And because of his past, and because of the story that has built up to the point of him now winning, Yoder, you are not in the top 5, but you are in 6th.
I'll take it, baby. Thank you.
Hey.
Place
awesome.
Between Troy and Kaylee.
Sweet.
So finally separating those two. No, I'm kidding. But congratulations, Yoder. As we always do, really quick, to Blaker, who gained 2nd place. We've done this 1,000 times. I feel like if it's not a Big Brother Cincinnati or a Blaker's Big Brother or Big Brother Cincinnati or Impulse, we've done this before. You've seen me play. I've seen you play. I've seen you do really bad. I've seen you do really good. And honestly, you know that you're a damn hard, good, and very amazing player. And if I could have asked for any 3rd-time winner, it wouldn't have been the person that had the other opportunity.
Redacted.
But we would have asked for you to be that 3rd-time winner if anyone. Unfortunately, you did fall short, but we loved having you this season. And honestly, you should be proud of yourself no matter what happened. Because, I mean, truly, you played a really phenomenal game. You were here every live, winning comps when you needed to. You stole cardio. You did what you had to do, and you really ate it up, and I'm so proud of you. To Jesse, who got 3rd place. Jesse, I know 3rd place is probably the worst outcome you could ever ask for in any org. However, it doesn't mean that you didn't deserve a win. It just means that the jury didn't vote for you. It doesn't mean that you didn't play a really good game, because to be honest, at the end, we were getting confessionals still up to that point, and people were being like, Jesse's eating. Jesse's doing really good. I love Jesse's speeches. Jesse's saying what I need to hear. And then unfortunately, Yoder or Blaker would pull them and get them off of you like they were anyway. And then, so you only fell short because Yoder and Blaker, were able to pull the jury votes to their side. After people even saying, oh, I may end up voting for Jesse, and then they would say something to pull them back to them. I think you played a great game. You had a really good chance of winning, and it just came down to jury votes, to be honest. So don't beat yourself up. Be very proud of yourself, because you really did an amazing job, and I'm so proud of you. So honestly, I'm going to hand this over to Pixie. Pixie was not expecting this. I was very absent this season, as you all know. I am so sorry for that. However, Pixie, I am asking you to do one very big job. And I know you haven't seen all the seasons, so you may be a little rough and rocky, but rank this season where you think they belong.
Okay. I would put them. Let me see. I want the list.
Here, Pixie, I can add you.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Got
All right. Yeah, I didn't see most of those. I would put them somewhere under Second Chances because Second Chances was the best. But definitely above Blindside Bay.
Okay.
And I did not see any of those other ones between those, so I don't know.
Casey, between Clue, Spectacular, Camp Days, or Monopoly, who do you think they beat out? So they're about. Oh, damn! Your season taking 4th place is kind of crazy. Then to season 8. Oh. And it is AI All-Star. And I don't know why.
Season 9, by the way.
There you guys go.
He read it out wrong.
Hi. All right. Well, we got a winner. We ranked that winner. We ranked your season. Now I shall open the floor to all of you if you have any questions. If you have none, that's fine. If you do have questions, you may now ask.
Sean.
Liv, you spoke first. Go ahead.
Yes, exactly. Okay, wait. I want to know if I won, where would I be on the winner rankings?
Actually, this is a really good question. And I don't want to answer it, but I'll answer it. To be 110% honest, you would have ranked first. You would have beat Missy.
Wow. You guys.
Yeah, if you can ever actually like
No, like Jody. Okay, I'm gonna explain my game in like 2 seconds. Okay, I beat the comp record. I won 14 comps. And I had like a good social game too.
I know.
Everybody was basically with me. You know, I don't gotta explain it anymore. But yeah.
No,
Okay, we
like,
get
no
it. You beat the comp record.
Okay. I have a question for everybody. I didn't watch everything. Blaker, your speeches killed and your answers were really, really good. Obviously, I'm a huge Yoder and Jesse fan. They were in my season, but I was like, whoa, Blaker's kind of killing it on these answers. So what do you think? Like, if I didn't know anything, I thought you were winning just based on your answers and your speech. So why do you think, like, or anybody who's on the jury, like, what did Blaker do that was so bad?
I know that.
I mean, okay, to be honest, I mean, like, Blaker's won 2 times before this, and I personally didn't think that you deserve a 3rd win off this game.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like your social game like Yoder's social game was very good, and he had like a ton of people in his pocket, and he was not a target. Like you were like kind of a target, but the issue was like I wasn't targeting you, and I won like half the time. So like, you know, when it came down to it, I felt like Yoder played like less in the open, but he still had a lot of people on his side. And,
I also think, so we did a jury roundtable for once in our lives, actually Ryan did. And one of the questions we asked was who had the best jury management and who had the worst. And I definitely think Yoder came on top. And one of the reasons was his jury management. Yoder ensured that every single time someone was voted out, he sent at least one goodbye message to that person they were out, making sure that he had that good jury management. And then also, you know, Blaker, why you didn't get Liv's vote is probably primarily because
I wasn't expecting it, Liv's vote.
Because of the backstab. Yeah.
The 2 votes that I were expecting that I didn't get, which now after I can see why, would be Judy and Sammy.
I see. So then,
Blaker, what did I do so wrong that you targeted me first thing?
I had
you were swaying me near the end.
And okay, hold on, because I've been waiting however many days to answer this, Danica, because you were like, we talked. No, we didn't. You left me on red after I sent a message. No, radio silence. I have been waiting so long to get that off my chest.
We had a couple messages back and forth, and yeah, you responded something that was like I said hi, you said hi. I said,
that's it.
Like, how you doing? And you're like, I'm fine.
That's
that was
it.
a statement. There was nothing else to say.
I said hi. You said hello. I said what's up.
Danica, I was
You
so
left me on
sad to
red.
see you go, but I will be honest, I did vote you out because I wanted Jesse in the game more.
I will say that production was very, very, very not enthused that Danica got first boot.
Oh, I swear, Danica would have
Yeah.
actually
I
been
was
so
so
good this season if Blaker didn't randomly put you up, because I swear you would have dominated because you have an amazing social game.
You ruined my boot list.
And me and Danica were gonna run the game together, dude.
Yeah, 100.
I knew that I had Kevin. I knew I had Kevin and Cordell's vote locked because of jury management. But yeah, Sammy and Judy were the two. And now seeing how close they were to Yoder, I can see why. But those were the two. On the fence with Krista. I knew I probably didn't have Haley, even though I think I thought I was working closer with Haley than Haley thought she was working with me. If that makes sense.
Laker, can I
say something?
Can I say? So I was very torn. Like, I mean, obviously my allegiance was with Yoder from what was it, day 1, day 2?
Yeah, I think just the first day.
Yeah, very, very early on. He was my final 2, and nobody was going to get in the way of that until that very end. When you came through and you filled me in on all that information, we had these great talks. And that's why I was looking back today and I was like, God, I wanted to align with him. Why didn't I push Yoder harder? I wanted to play with you so bad. And then, of course, during the speeches and answering the questions, you absolutely killed it. So Yoder, I had you from day 1, but otherwise you would have had my vote, honestly.
Well, I am a communication and marketing major, so that makes sense.
Okay, well, there you go.
Your stuff was really good, Blaker. Like, you kind of killed it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I lost.
Fucked me over. I had to fuck you over one last time.
I also would have voted for you, Blaker, but I have made it to a final 2 by being a good ally and then kind of treated like a damn fool for doing that. And I'm okay with second place anytime because I'm a good friend. Like, I'd rather be second place anytime and not be like a skis ball. But and I was also fine with forcing a tie because I felt like it was gonna be close. So I was like, I'm fine. I'll throw it on Jesse and like let him split it. Like, have fun with that.
So if it was a tie, Jesse, who are you voting?
Jesse would. Oh yeah, Jesse would have. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if it tied, I would have voted. Would I have gotten questions? Because I would have had questions for those two.
Oh, you would have had to blink though.
Ooh.
Yep.
Honestly, probably Blaker, to be honest. Sorry, bestie.
Damn, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie, Blaker. As soon as Cordell voted, Kevin voted, and Krista voted, and I was like, Liv and Sammy, one of those two might throw onto Blaker and cause it. I really low-key thought this was gonna tie. And then also, I just want to say, I'll admit it, production was pulling hard for Yoder. We were like, we really want Yoder to win. We really want Yoder to win. We really want Yoder to win.
Yeah.
And then y'all are doing speeches and asking questions, and we all just go to the prod chat and we were like, oh shit, Blaker won the season.
I mean, it's just like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Can I say something?
Like, me and Sammy were kind of on a Yoder wins campaign.
Oh, I had a strong feeling about that.
Yeah, like I said, you almost
we were
won me
kinda
over.
in there,
Yeah.
like on a Yoder campaign. You pissed
you
me
did a
off,
heck of a
and it was
speech.
that
It was
night that
definitely
I
good.
was campaigning, and you best believe I was in there like, bro, Blaker rode my coattails.
I didn't though. That's the thing. I didn't.
You did and you didn't, because you aligned with me because you knew that I was gonna win
I
stuff,
wanted
and I
you to
did win
think
stuff.
I was riding your coattails, yes, but honestly, I was working
Exactly.
much closer with Kevin than you thought I was.
I mean, I was working with Kevin too. I was working with like fucking everybody. Like, I wasn't working with them, but I was keeping people safe consistently. So like, I was
Honestly-
hoping that would get me far. And honestly, I kept you safe on like all my cardios. So
If I
that's
could
some
choose
appreciation.
out of jury, if I could choose like who I was bringing to the final 3, I knew that probably somebody was going to get the what's it called? The thing that Yoder had.
Would you have chosen me if I didn't have it?
No.
Yeah.
See, imagine, Blaker,
It was-
imagine
it
you
was
knew
terrible.
that you would lose anyways. Would you have just let me win?
No.
You're a bitch. You're
I'm
a
not going to
bitch.
the end. I'm not going to the end with the person who broke my comp record.
Stay mad.
Why wouldn't you have taken me?
And you're on the org
What happened,
retirement
Yoder?
fund.
I was-
you're right.
I thought about throwing my retirement in my final speech, but I was like, I'm not going to do that.
I respect
That would have made a difference.
Really?
Honestly, no,
I
it wouldn't have
think
made a
so.
difference to me. Cause like
I would've
I'm like, no
voted
offense,
Blaker.
Josh, but like if you would have played like I did, like I would 100% let you had your third win.
I
But,
tried.
like-
You were winning all the comps. What was I supposed to do?
Do better. Do
I
better,
made the
bitch.
board. I did. I made the board.
You
on
did
the
it
comp
when
every
see
single
like that's
time.
why I respect you as a comp beast, but I'm just better.
And that's why I was like, well, honestly,
And when
halfway through the
I come
season,
back for Legends 2 and I beat my own comp record and get 20 comp ones, then what?
you know what? Forget this retirement thing. I have to play one more season to comp record.
Oh, it's not done now, is it?
No, because that's a challenge.
I want everyone to know. Because Blaker is truly probably one of my closest people in orgs because we've known each other for as long as we've known each other for years, bitch.
6 years.
Yeah. So I
I
really
know.
have to defend Yoder or Blaker just a
I'm
little
fine.
bit. Blaker did go this whole fucking game and did not touch the fucking block once.
Look,
That's
okay,
really-
but here's the thing, Sean. I didn't
Can we
touch
please
the block.
end this?
Sammy didn't touch the block. Yoder, Sammy and
could've-
Yoder touched the
Yoder,
block
like,
at
touched
final
block
7
and-
when we were auto safe, and Blaker didn't touch the block, and Judy didn't touch the block.
Well, I
That's
wasn't going to say
five
put me up.
people- 5 people that didn't touch the block. Like it's less significant when you think of it that way. Like so many
But only
people
one-
didn't touch the
but only
block
one of
because
those
the
people
same
made it to
person
the
was
end.
in power every week.
But only
The
one of
same
those people
person
made it
was
to
in
the
power every
end.
week. I had my people.
Fine, you're right,
Can we
Liv. I made it
please
to the
end
end
this?
and
Come
wasn't
on,
flatlined.
guys.
I wasn't nominated
not-
nor flatlined.
You
I'm muting everyone. Sorry. Don't kill me. All right, really quick. Krista's been trying to get thoughts out for a minute. So Krista, go ahead.
So, Blaker, you almost had my vote, but I made a promise this season I was gonna throw a wrench and make a big decision on who I wanted to win. And Yoder won me because my vote was literally between you and your Blaker right there. You both had it was like I was going back and forth from
No.
the time I went into jury.
Yeah, and I hate that I had to go second on those speeches because that, like, I feel like the person who goes second almost never wins because
Cody went second last season.
I went second my first season.
I did say almost never wins.
I didn't win.
Because you just hear somebody right after and you hear somebody before in the first part. It's like the one spot I was like, don't give me second, don't give me second, don't give me second. I was hoping I got the pick since I got first in the faster comp.
All right, besties. Any final questions? Hurry, quick.
Yeah. Can I?
Go ahead, Caleb.
My camera's disabled.
Oh, Caleb.
Can I come on camera? All right, there we go. I've been waiting to ask questions for 20 minutes, but my camera got disabled. Anyways, I would have voted Blaker if I was at the jury.
I tried.
But honestly, what I will say is I think this season was better than my season 2, which was the worst season. But this season definitely was better, though. I got my camera time, got my live going. Very happy to play with you all. And I honestly thought I was going to get to the jury, especially the only season 2 person. But it is what it is. But I think I had fun just playing the impulse on the camera, actually, on the actual Zoom.
All right,
And it's sad this season has to come to an end.
We'll take one more question or comment. Yes, Yoda.
I got it.
Sean, please. Was there a draft and was there a draft winner?
There was a draft, and the draft winner was me, bitch.
Did you draft me, bro?
And I had you. So the way we do the draft, you can change like up to 3 times. I never once got rid of you on my team. You stayed
I
up.
love you, Sean. Let's
Sean,
go.
who did you have? Who did you
I
have?
love you.
Also,
That's amazing.
to get the point out and to be fair, Casey did in fact predict that Yoder would win the season.
I did.
Casey
I
did.
love you both. Let's go.
Did anyone predict me?
As the winner.
I did. I had Liv as the winner.
Ryan predicted you would win.
See, that's why I love you, Ryan. That's why you picked me for host fave last season. I know you couldn't pick me again, and that's why you didn't pick me. I don't care.
All right. Well, the live
Can I say something?
quickly because I got to end this, and we're ending with something kind of long. So hurry.
Yoder, if I were in the jury, I would have voted for you. And Breaker, I'm sorry for blowing up the Lions in the house meeting.
Oh, that wasn't a real alliance.
Oh, it was fake. That's why I got played.
Blaker, who told you to nom me week 1?
Who said that? Haley?
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I didn't have that much time, and I really do regret nominating you week 1 because once I went back to our chats, I was like, no, I did not mean to do that. I got a little confused with some of the people in the call, so I do apologize.
Laker did say that in his confessional that he didn't mean to nom you.
Oh, okay. I don't think he did. He said someone told him to.
Oh.
Like the very first week.
Did I say that? Oh, wait, I said that about, what was that girl I ended up not liking? Liv, what was her name? Jamie?
Jamie, the girl that we like. Oh my god,
cheated.
That night was crazy when you were in it. You were telling me to put her up on the block, and then I was like, I know she cheated. I'm so.
When Jamie's worse than Bear. No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that lie. I thought I was.
No.
Kidding.
So Haley, the person who told me to put you up was Cordell.
Really? Oh, good to know.
Hey, Sean,
Divorce
I hate
is
to
back
do this to you,
on.
but I actually do have one really quick question. Who is telling the truth, Yoder or Blaker?
About what?
About Blaker wanting to get me out on the double, or what Yoder said.
Oh, okay, Kevin, I'll tell you exactly the
I
truth.
did hear that from Liv.
I wanted Yoder out on the double.
Wait,
so
Did you vote me, bro? Did you vote me
No.
on the double? Oh, okay.
What'd you
No, I didn't. But I was the only person in that finale that did not vote you a single time.
I heard that Laker was going after Kevin from you on the backwards. And I was like, no, we shouldn't do that. Let's do Caleb.
Wait. I wish I could see our one-on-ones because I swear you probably brought up his name to me, but like I don't remember.
Blaker did? Yeah.
I'm like, because it would have been in a DM, so I'm like, if I
Okay,
had access to the
and
one-on-ones, I could
Kevin.
see it.
That's true, I did. And Kevin, whose name did I bring up to you the most?
Sammy and Liv.
So he was throwing
Kevin,
everybody's name out there.
Kevin, were you with me?
So I was telling the
I
truth.
was honestly with you and Blaker, I trusted you guys the most. And then that alliance, like I was honestly trying to be loyal to because I'm not like an alliance whore. I get in one alliance and I'm loyal to them. I give them a reason to prove their disloyalty and then I go for them. But unfortunately I didn't have a chance this season because I got fucking hogtied by Powers and kicked out. So
No, I was down to go with that too. And after
Which production member used the mute all? Because it wasn't me.
End the live so we can keep talking.
No, because I have things to say really quick. Ryan did it. He said, whoops. Thank you, Ryan. All right, really quick. I hate to cut you guys off, but I have a few things I need to say as I'm getting murdered. First things first. Thank you to everyone that played this season. I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here, playing your heart out, and trying your damnedest to make it to the end and win like Yoder did. Unfortunately, only one person could win, and that person was, in fact, Yoder. To my beautiful and amazing production team, thank you yet again for one hell of a season. I sincerely, literally would have never made it to this point in the game if it wasn't for you three having my back and hosting lives when I needed you to, because, you know, your boy was busy as fuck with life and work. I appreciate you all so very much, and I couldn't ask for a better production team as per usual. Final thing of the night. Impulse is not done just yet. This season, may be over and we might be turning the chapter. Stay tuned for more updates because, baby, we're going live. March. At some point in March, we will be hosting the first season of Impulse Live in Columbus, Ohio, and we truly, honestly hope to see you there. Other than that, for now, from outside the Impulse house, I'm your host, Julie Chen, without the motherfucking Moonbez. Goodbye, stay safe, be kind, bye-bye. Shout out to BB.